Happy February 27th to the TOP family. Thank you for tuning in another night, and we are here for the Tuesday Smackdown review. So real quick, want to give a shout out. I got a buddy. If you live in the Colorado area and you really enjoy barbecue, go ahead and give my buddy's shop a little call or a visit. It's actually delivery only. So if you are in the Denver area, just go ahead and reach out. I mean, it's fantastic barbecue. So here it is, guys, real quick. His name is No Way. He's awesome. Just reach out, guys. But also want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Mean Dean. Mean Dean, you are doing awesome work with the A through Z pay-per-view reviews. Just keep it bringing, brother. You definitely bring it, make me step my game up. So I really appreciate that. Also, huge shout out to the whole entire TOP family. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being so patient with us and just waiting. And now we're able to bring you constant content, improved videos, and just expect more changes to continue to come. Because if you think this is the quality that our videos are going to finish at, it's not even close, guys. This is just the beginning step of me learning how to edit and how to do these things on my own. So thank you ahead of time, guys. But let's get to what we're really here for tonight. What we're here for tonight is the Tuesday Night Smackdown review. What did we learn tonight as we are 2 weeks away from fastlane? Where's the road for Cena lead to WrestleMania? Did we find anything out more with who will be facing Charlotte at Mania? We didn't get an answer to that. But our show does kick off with the first question. And the first question I pondered out there is, where's the road to WrestleMania for John Cena? And we start off the show with John Cena coming out, talking about how he's happy to be back on Smackdown. He wants to earn his road to the WrestleMania, and he's here to do whatever he has to. Shane comes down to the ring at this point, and Shane welcomes John Cena back to Smackdown. You know, hey, Cena, what's up? It's good to see you back. And then he proceeds to talk about there are definitely opportunities. At this point, Daniel Bryan comes down and he says, for once, him and Shane agreed. He's glad John came because he's going to get the same opportunities as everyone else. And tonight, he's going to have a match to put himself in the six-way of Fastlane. So possibly, quite possibly, he can main event Mania. And we find out his opponent for the evening in this main event, qualifier to make it a six-way instead of a five-way match, is against AJ Styles, the heavyweight champ. So, the WWE heavyweight world heavyweight champ. So at this point, we're good. I'm excited. Let's go. That's a good start to the show. I love the work that Cena and AJ do together. So already we're off to a bright outlook. Then then we go to a commercial break. We come back from the commercial break. We have Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin with KO on commentary. This match was a match. For me, it was a filler match. It was just in there to fill time, build up the storyline, because towards the end of this match, we have Dolph Ziggler coming over the barricade through the fans and giving KO some sweet chin to the back of the head and knocks him down on the ground. He runs, hides under the ring. Baron Corbin hits Sami Zayn with the end of days, gets the 1, 2, 3. At this point, Dolph Ziggler actually gets in the ring and attacks Baron Corbin. We cut back to a backstage segment with Shane, Sami, and KO. KO and Sami are just complaining. Dolph, did you not see this? This is bull. Shane's just kind of blowing him off. Tells them they better run along because Brie doesn't like it when they're late for dinner. Once again, letting us know that he thinks that KO, Sami, and Daniel are all in cahoots together. For me, I would love it if the storyline worked out this way, but I don't think it will. Because how are you going to fit this much content so quick? So, what you would have to do is, obviously we have the Shane and Daniel tension there, but we'd have to elevate. We'd have to pick up the speed on this. We'd have to get them into fighting mode by Mania if we want to see Daniel's return. Ideally, Shane isn't the one I wanted to see him return against, but I will watch him against anybody in the ring at this point. I don't care. I miss Daniel Bryan. I want to see him. Done seeing GM Daniel. I want to see wrestler Daniel. I want to see the yes kicks come from the real person, not the imitation. This is what frustrates me. So if Sammy and KO are still buddies, they're still doing their thing as a team together. And we already know Sammy pledged his allegiance to KO last week, saying, you know, at the 6-way they're going to beat everybody else down. He's going to lay down and let KO just pin him because that's the right thing to do. We know at the 6-way, at the 5-way at this point, it's going to break down the relationship between Sammy and KO. So we know this is going to happen. But can we see more behind it? Because I don't want to just see the instant breakup that night. I want to see little things over the next, I guess we only got really one more show until Fastlane. So at least next week, let's see some kind of breakdown, deterioration, even if it's in the slightest way. We've seen it a couple weeks back. Now we can see it a little bit more, but we're not going to get that. We're going to get the instant breakdown at Fastlane, and then we're going to have this super fast build-up within what at that point it'll be just a little over 30 days. No, wow, it won't. Man, will it be about 28 days left, so just under a month. Well, about the month of February until Mania. So they're going to have to really push and push and push, because let's not forget, we're only going to have 3 to 4 shows before Mania kicks off. So, I mean, they're going to really have to push this storyline. They're going to have to get it cracking. I think they took a little too long to build it up, but we'll see from here. And is that what they plan on doing? Because what I don't want to see them doing is putting Sammy and KO in a tag match for the championship belts. I want to see them split. I like the work they do together, but I want to see them back as independent or singles wrestlers. But not only that, I want Sammy to stay a heel because I really like the work he's doing as a heel. I don't want him to go back to a babyface anytime soon. To be honest, character, this is the most interested I've been into Sami Zayn since he left NXT. So for me, keep pushing him as a heel. Let's get this storyline over. I don't care if you have to do heel versus heel at Mania. Let's just get Sammy versus KO. And let's get Daniel and Shane. Do not throw these 6 men or these 4 men with 2 other men and give us a 6-way tag match at Mania. That will be absolute nonsense. Or don't let it break down where we have something like Shane and Sammy versus Daniel and KO. Because any kind of a tag match just wouldn't be interesting whatsoever. I mean, you're just wasting talent at that point for me. After the backstage segment, we get a match between Ruby Riott and Naomi. Ruby's accompanied by the Riott Squad. Naomi's accompanied by Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Pretty good match. Every week I watch Ruby Riott. I like the work she does more and more. She kind of grows on me. She's like a... I don't know. You know when you try something disgusting for the first time and you really don't enjoy it. And then you try it a second time, you like it a little more. And maybe that third or fourth time, for some reason, you question why you never liked it in the beginning. That's how I feel about Ruby. So it's really nice to see the work that she's putting in the ring. I'm really excited to see what comes from her in the future. I like the fact that they're doing the beatdown. She's beat down too. So tonight we get the clean win from Ruby with a 1-2-3. We had a few interferences. If anything, honestly, I think Charlotte interfered more than anybody from the Riott Squad. And it wasn't just pure interference. It was just a distraction interference. So it was nice to see Ruby win, pin Naomi. Now she's beaten 2 out of the 3. We know this is building up to Ruby and Charlotte at Fastlane. So I look forward to the work they're going to do. I think those 2 women together can do amazing things. They can both take an ass whooping. They both are very talented in the ring. I think this would be a great time at Fastlane to give these 2 ladies a 10 to 15 minute spot just to show all their talent and what they can do. I don't think Ruby will get the win, but I think this will definitely build Ruby for the future. I think she's going to have a great match, and it's going to be one of those matches where even though she catches the L, she still gains the the steam and the love from the fans. So I believe this is going to progress her in the right way. At this point, we get more New Day. They come out, talk about Fastlane, talk about the hottest team in the world, which is the Usos. Which, come on, let's be serious. They are amazing, man. These boys are phenomenal. They do the best work out there as a tag team. And I'm sorry, Young Bucks, I love you guys, but right now in the game, to me, you guys are number 2 to the Usos. I just absolutely love everything they're doing. I love their in-ring work. I love their mic skills. I think they're dropping the hottest promos in the industry right now, and it's coming from a tag team that years back was pretty much dead in the water. So it's so crazy to see the journey and growth with these two. So Usos come down at this point, talk about how, we can beat them, not even the New Day. Get a little back and forth. There was a good part in here where the Usos are talking about once they were like the New Day, tried to be a cheery, positive fan, and when they stopped, that's when they actually started getting somewhere in the industry. So I think that was phenomenal right there. That couldn't have been done. It could have been done better, but makes you really sit there and think, and then see that growth and that transition, and then you even appreciate the Usos more. So by the time the initial part of this ended, I was already appreciating them more than when we started, and I already loved them before we started. So it was kind of crazy to have even more love for them by the time that ended. But the best part of this entire segment is at the end, when the Bludgeoning Brothers come out. They're standing at the top of the walkway, looking intimidating, scary like they do, make their way down to the ring. When they get to the ring, the Usos and the New Day scatter. Way to show how intimidating and scary these guys are by making two of the best tag teams in the whole entire organization just scramble. You really set that up perfectly right there. I really can't wait to see the ultimate showdown of the Usos and the Bludgeoning Brothers, or I wouldn't even mind a 3-way tag match, but instead of doing regular tag rules, let's do Texas Tornado tag rules. Fantastic, man. I think that would be an amazing match. I would like Xavier to be in there instead of Kofi. I think just Xavier excites me more because you have to have Big E in there with those big dudes. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to have Big E in that match, especially the Bludgeoning Brothers that are in there. I really love what the Bludgeoning Brothers are doing right now. I love their no talk, just beat ass and intimidate kind of attitude right now. It's phenomenal. They should have been doing this a long time ago, but hey, way to go WWE creatives for realizing something you should be doing. And please do not mess this up. At this point, show is crazily enough only about a quarter of the show left at this point. We get a real quick match from Shinsuke and Alex. There's really not much to talk about here other than the opening when Alex was serenading Rusev. Fantastic, but once again, the WWE dropped the ball on this. Rusev Day organically grew on the crowd. Everybody wanted to see them. You organically had them being pushed, and instead of capitalizing them, give them belts, let's have some real fun with this, you allow these guys to just be kicked to the curb pretty much. So what are we really waiting for here? Is not much to this match. The only time Alex had an upper hand is when Rusev helped him. It didn't last too long. Shinsuke wins with the Kinshasa 1, 2, 3. Did we figure it would end any other way? Building up to Mania, there should be no reason Shinsuke is losing anything. He's the man. And okay, so before I get to the main event, which I really, really enjoyed, and we'll cover that here in a minute, I want to specifically talk about the Shinsuke, AJ, Roman Lesnar match. So from what I'm hearing, it's going to be Lesnar and Roman as the main event at Mania. So once again, Roman's main eventing Mania. This sucks, WWE. I will not even hesitate to tell you now, the second that match comes on, if it is the main event, my TV goes off. I don't care about the results for that and anything that proceeds after that. There's no way Shinsuke should be fighting in the co-main event. What happened to the Royal Rumble winner getting a shot to main event WrestleMania? So pretty much now the Rumble winner gets a title shot at Mania, but that's it. So I mean, all the prestige that really came with being Rumble winners now officially gone, because obviously that doesn't mean you're going to main event Mania. Roman Reigns is going to main event Mania. So why don't we just change the name of WrestleMania to Romania, since he's just going to main event it every year for us? I'm sorry, I had to get that out. It's just been earning me all day. It's one of those things, guys. You know, I wanted to see the Shinsuke AJ. We get it. And once again, it gets mistreated when that literally could be the match of the year, and bring in those fans who think your product is lacking. Bring them back. So I know we have to wait another 40 days to find out what's going to happen, but if that's true, that's bullshit. Vince, you need to change that real quick, man. Do not make me feel next year going into the Rumble like it truly means nothing other than it's just a #1 contenders match, pretty much. Okay, it's supposed to be a #1 contenders match to main event the biggest show of the year. So, I'm sorry, I got off topic a little bit there, but I figured after I covered the Shinsuke, right in between Shinsuke and AJ's matches, I should probably cover that, because it has literally been bugging me all day. If you go to my Facebook, which is just actually under my real name, which is Justin Gustafson, you guys have heard it on the show before, or you can find me through the Outsiders Podcast Facebook page. You'll see, I mean, I'm definitely talking about that today and yesterday and the day before. And don't get me wrong, I understand Roman needs to be in Mania. At this point, I don't even care that I don't even have a problem with him going to be the one that takes down Brock. What I do have a problem with is if he main events Mania again. Yo, he can wrestle in the co-main event. Let us in the night with something that we're still talking about, instead of something that just pisses us off going into Monday night. Okay, so now finally hit main event time. Going into this main event, I knew I was going to enjoy the match before it came on, and before I even start to talk about it, I really enjoyed this match. You know, I'm not a huge Cena fan, but I love the work him and AJ do together. Not all their matches are 4 stars, but they do amazing work together. So I was excited every time I've seen Cena fight. AJ is a new kind of wrinkle that you can tell he's trying to throw into his game. Tonight, I mean, he was definitely pulling out the artillery. As always, AJ was on his game. I mean, they definitely had a couple sloppy parts, but for the most part, they had good pacing. It was very entertaining of them. It was a very entertaining match. Obviously, we kind of figured what the outcome would be when we knew this was one of his chances to get there. I'll talk more about where I think that's going here in a bit. But Cena, once again, shocked me and impressed me a little bit more. He went for that move he's been pulling off lately, where he does the flip to the sit down power bomb with the pin. Phenomenal looking. I don't think he does. It's phenomenal. I'm not going to say anything. It's definitely not as good as Petey's, but it's because Cena has more of a running, jumping start to it. Petey can just do it from just straight standing position. And obviously we need the help of whoever's working with you on this, but I mean, phenomenal. But he hits that, and then he transitions into STFU. And at this point, I'm getting really excited, because I'm like, damn, this is gonna look super smooth. He slowed up during the transition. He's obviously transitioning from one move to the other. You can tell there's a kind of a lag to it. I don't know whose end it was really on, but still, when he pulled it off, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed when AJ, what did he go? I think he went Styles Clash to the calf crusher, and then he also pulled off, and he was going like he was going to do the AA, and he did the breaker off knee. Phenomenal. There was a part where he catches the phenomenal forearm, and I almost think he's going to land on John, but happy they fall just enough separately away. Sometimes I just always feel like he's doing the wrong angle when he's coming off the rope on that. But hey, who's to question one of the greatest wrestlers in the world today? But once again, I mean, this match was absolutely entertaining. This would have been match of the night for me, so if you guys want to check out any match for the night, I would definitely recommend the Cena vs. AJ main event from the evening. Obviously, we end with a Cena victory. Well earned, might I add. And that AA that he threw down at the end, that was intense. You guys realize, like, AJ didn't finish the full progression, and he actually landed pretty compacted. So at first I was initially like, but obviously, you know, instant ref check, we know he's good. But yep, Cena gets the 1, 2, 3. Cena is going to be included in the 6-way main event at Fastlane. So with that being said, I do not think Cena's going to win the belt at Fastlane. I do not think that's his road to WrestleMania. I think his road to WrestleMania will still end up the Taker. Real quick, really cool Facebook post I seen today where it has John Cena coming out talking about the Taker match is impossible, and then you hear Taker's music and somebody in Taker's jacket comes out and it's Dolph. Thought that was hilarious, you know, from when Dolph was doing the Taker gig. I think that would have been hilarious if they came out with that night, as well as the poster of that post. I don't know what it is, but I don't remember who the poster was, but I will definitely shout them out in the next video. That was very entertaining to me. But with that being said, guys, that was definitely our show tonight. I don't think Cena is going to win the belt at the 6-way. I think his way to WrestleMania will still be through the Taker. In my mind, I have him finishing one of the last two in the elimination. In the 6-way, I have him being the one who pretty much loses it. And then after he takes the pin, he's feeling all down about himself. That's when I figured lights hit. You hear Taker's music and Titantron come up with a video of the gravestone with the crow on top, with the raven on top. Then maybe something like Cena, you have Mania or something like that. Because I think that would be pretty cool. That'd be a really cool way to wrap up this whole storyline for John to get Mania. Because let's be honest, that's a match I would definitely like to see on a Mania card. And I know it's a much later time for the Taker. It's not the same as if they were much younger. But better late than never. It's as long as Taker's good enough to move around and do what he needs to do, I'm more than happy to check this out. But overall tonight, guys, wasn't a great show. I'm not even going to say it was a good show. It's better than the show that they've been doing it's better than anything they've done recently. Really, I think it had a good pace throughout the show. It was nice seeing Dolph. Dolph even had a pretty cool promo in there where he's talking about he's not coming back to waste time. You know, he's coming back for the real deal. So, I mean, overall, good job tonight, Smackdown. Let's see what you do next week when we are literally right outside of Fastlane. But with that all being said, there's no reason to bag on them tonight. When they do something right, we just have to kind of say, hey, thank you, and let's move on. Great match to AJ and Cena. Thank you guys once again for putting on something amazing. With that being said, for JG, the Outsiders Podcast, we love you. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook at the Outsiders Podcast. Follow us on Twitter, at ClickPod. Follow me individually at TheLegend958. Don't forget to check us out on Podomatic, iTunes. If you want, go ahead and check out our Patreon page. Big shout out to Megan Powell. Thank you for your donation on the Patreon page. She's actually the second person to sign up for that, so we definitely wanted to give you a big, huge shout out. There's a lot of rewards and things that come along with that, guys, going forward. Don't forget about the WrestleMania live show. I'm so excited to bring it back live with you guys. If you guys are going to join us that day, make sure that at start time you guys got that shot ready to take with us, because you know how we start Mania off. With that being said, guys, this is it for now. I'll be back later in the week with the Wrestler Spotlight. And me and Dean will keep doing this thing. And don't forget to Check out those A through Z pay-per-view reviews. Going forward, Mr. Mean Dean will be doing our actual pay-per-view reviews, so also keep that in mind, something more to look forward to. We're already in the works about getting together and starting to record some, TLP roundtable discussions, so keep your eye out for that. I know I'm just rambling at this point. I love talking to you guys, but hey guys, have a great evening, have a great day, kick ass, take names, and we'll see you next time. Peace.